What's up, guys? It's Stuck in Carbonite, and today we're gonna get serious. And I've had this message on my heart and on my mind. I've literally tried to do this like 2 or 3 different takes, and I just wasn't satisfied with it. So this is like pretty raw, man. I mean, this is legit. And the reason why I want to say this is because I felt the need to, right? And the main message and the main topic of today is do not compare yourself to others. I have briefly talked about this in one of my other videos about a year ago concerning collecting. And this kind of ties into that, really into any aspect of life. But the reason why I bring this up is because comparing yourself to others really brings you down. Okay, so if we think about it, okay, let's put it into perspective. Whenever we compare ourselves to others, what do we think of? Like, how do we compare, right? Usually the first things first that I can think of is, oh, I don't look like that person. They look prettier than me. They're more handsome, whatever. Like, all girls, guys, you all do it, okay? We've all thought it once before. There's always been that person that we aspired to look like or to be, right? Also, when it comes to like money, oh, this person's so much more rich than me. They have so many things. They can do whatever they want, buy whatever they want, go wherever they want to go. And here's poor old me, right? Then there's also oh, look what that person can do. They have all these skills and talents that I don't have. Why can't I have those things? I'm just miserable. Or, oh, look how happy they are all the time. And my life is so sad, right? There's so many things that we just compare ourselves to when it comes to people, right? And it's really degrading. And I think we're being like a disservice to ourselves, And the only reason why I say it like that is because I've done it and I still do it. Not as much, but I used to be really bad about it, guys. Like, I was so bad about it at a certain point in my life where I started to question my existence. I was like, why am I the way that I am? Why am I such a huge nerd, and why can't people just like me for who I am? You know what I mean? Like, I was so against the norm because so many people just conformed to certain things, right? And I didn't want to be that way, And the thing is I was looking for validation and seeking love from people that I didn't really need it from. You know what I mean? Because the thing is true love to me is from God, right? I think God is the definition of love. And, whether or not you agree with me on that, we can agree to disagree, okay? But that's just where I stand in my faith, okay? I just believe that God sent his son, in the flesh to die for me, And to me, that is the most truest form of love ever because I don't deserve it. But he loved me so much, he gave it to me anyways. That's love, okay? So at the end of the day, if you feel like you are not loved by anybody, trust me, there are people out there that love you. And most importantly, there's a God that loves you. You know why? Because you were created in his image. And that doesn't mean just physically. We're talking about character, like characteristics and attributes. These are things that God designed us in specifically, specially, because he sees how valuable you are. Okay? So if you are degrading yourself and you do not feel worthy of anything and your self-worth is at an all-time low, please reach out to me. Okay? There is no need to feel that way. And I am sorry if any of you have ever felt that way. And it happens in life. Life throws things at us that beats us down, And even when we are feeling good and we're on this long stretch of happiness and joy, there's going to be something right around the corner to take us right back to that dark place, right? So the thing is we got to be prepared. And one thing that we can do to avoid that is to stop comparing ourselves. Because A lot of people's paths are different than ours. There are different things that they want to do in life. There's different things that I want to do in life compared to other people, right? There are different ways we spend our money. There are different ways that we eat. There are different people that we hang out with. Our lives are going to look very different, but in a weird way, they have a lot of similarities, right? So the thing is a lot of times, I don't want to say a lot of times, usually like 99% of the time, whenever we judge people, even in the good ways, it's not always as it seems. Those people that we think that just look better than us, that feel better, that have more money, this and that, you name it, usually they have their own issues too. They have things that they struggle with. You know, that's something to keep in mind is we're always so harsh on ourselves and even our fellow brothers and sisters, and we tend to forget that they're going through things too, you know? And I'm guilty of it. I've done it so many times where I have said so many bad things behind people's back. Heck, I've said it to their face sometimes. And, you know, and sometimes I didn't mean it with ill intent, but it came out that way. You know, it's because we don't stop and think like, hey, they're hurting just like I am. You know, so the thing is, I just want to encourage you is be yourself and love others, because that's what the world needs, right? Be true to yourself. I mean, and love others the way you would want yourself to be loved, right? I mean, it's like the golden rule, you know, treat others the way you want to be treated. Such a great thing to live by, you know, and honestly, you'll see your life change. And, you know, I'm not saying that things will be perfect and exactly the way you envision whenever you follow these things, because life is not about following rules. It's literally about learning from your mistakes, right? So the thing is the best thing I can say is just to love others, whether it's your family, your friends, or just some random stranger, that coworker. Just love up on them, because you never know what they're going through. And just hearing you speak to them might be the thing that makes them feel better. So guys, don't ever degrade yourself. And if you're like me, a super huge nerd, and you have people say stuff about you, just ignore it. Be you. Because the thing is they probably have something nerdy too, and they just try to hide it because they'd rather feel some type of connection or some type of, you know, secure feeling because they're like other people, you know? And I get it. We all have that feeling. That's just human nature. But anyways, guys, I hope this message means anything to you. I just felt like I really needed to share it. And if not, I apologize. But, you know, I really think that it's important that, you know, that we find our value, okay? And don't let somebody else determine that for you, okay? Don't let that horrible person at work or that horrible person at school make you feel that way, okay? Just don't allow that to get into your life. And surround yourself with people that build you up, you know? Surround yourself to where your inner circle, each one of you boost each other up and just loves up on each other. And you will just see a world of difference. It's crazy. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for today for this quick video. I know this is a little different than what we normally talk about, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope there's something you could take from this. And, you know, I just wish you guys the best. And I thank you all, and I love you, and I appreciate you watching. So remember, guys, stay blessed and stay frosty.